Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today we are hopefully fighting off the undead. I don't entirely know how that's gonna go, but you know, hopefully be fine. He reckons it won't be fine. Also, yeah, Tehenhauin, he's gonna keep pushing up this way, so I'm happy with that. We'll raise or sack that, maybe. You know, we'll see. And yeah, but I've changed my mind on something. I'm not even gonna recruit anything. We're not gonna go out to fight him. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to sit tight. I think that's what we want to do. I think that's what we want to do. Another thing I could do as well, which would be really beneficial, is if I had Gorm stand outside and then we went into ambush stance. But then we'd have to auto-resolve. Alright, because it'll look at the two armies and go, oh yeah, in an ambush you'll definitely defeat Luther Harkon. But fighting it ourselves, it would be that against Luther Harkon's army, and then that versus Luther Harkon's army like a week later, because reinforcements take so long to show up in, you know, in an ambush battle. I mean, it's just as long as normal. It's just your primary army is already in combat, you know, at the start of the fight. So yeah, we'd have to rely on an auto-resolve, which seems lazy. I don't really want to do that, just because auto-resolve doesn't quite pick up on. Oh yeah, I'll buy that. It doesn't quite pick up on the situation. Basically, it doesn't understand the context. It just goes, oh yeah, ambush, brilliant, big bonus to the result, you know, to auto result there, and these are armies that'll be included in battle, and that's all it cares about. Right, right, I'm gonna get coughing out of the way. That's a neat plan, and I think we have jungle swarms, right? We still got the right SOTEK going for another 2 turns. Hopefully we'll still get the benefit of that against Harkon. It'd be really bad if we didn't. So we've got a couple turns of extra armor, a couple turns of extra leadership, not that matters. Okay, we do have jungle swarm. We got that research rage for a little longer too. Alright. Alright, we don't have the replenishment. Do I need the replenishment? Potentially for this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's just keep it going. Alright, let's make sure that's active all the time. Moving on. Okay, a couple interesting things have happened. Marosha and Hugrim are both moving out. Luckily she's suffering some attrition, which is good. And yeah, we are encroaching on her territory now. Excellent. Pockle Daka is over there. Interesting. And yeah, the other interesting thing, Luther. Harkon has attacked. So that's cool. Recruit melee infantry. Maybe no way. You ever thought of that? Huh? Big victory, high casualties. I mean, we'll only lose members of our garrison, apparently. Our garrison, I think, has also been upgraded since the... yeah, it must have. The building got finished, right? Because last time we only had all the Skinks. We got some Saurus Warriors there too, so this is actually going to be a lot easier. That's really good. Saurus Warriors will chew through these guys easily, and there's not actually that much in the way of big monsters. I really expected him to have some, like, bigger monsters, seeing as how we could see a bunch of these more unique, slightly more scary units. I thought more of his army would be like that, but no. No, apparently not. Apparently we just couldn't see all the zombies over all the jungle canopy. I don't know. Yeah, let's fight him. I think this will work out okay. And it'll take him a while to recover. I'm really concerned about what we do with Gorm here. Because all this stuff is really expensive, but I also... like, we've spent a lot in order to get all this stuff. Right, we spent a load of sacrifices and all sorts to be able to get all the fire leech bonus, so I don't really want to disband the army. You know what, let's just fight it first, and then we can make up our minds. Okay, so... what's the plan? Get all the fire leech bonus together. Because I just want to have them all just, like, run up and bomb their entire front line, if I can. Let's get all of these guys together. I think I'm actually going to have to move these guys about a bit. I guess you should be on the edges, actually. Because I'm not sure Actually, they should get the effect of this, right? Yeah, just missile resist. So yeah, everyone will get it. I was thinking it was like a bonus to their shield for some reason. I don't know why. Just being weird, I guess. So one thing we could do as well is I guess we could just go for one side and then move along, but actually that'll just turn and shoot us. It doesn't really help us to do that. Not really. So we've got all them. Got all you guys. Then we've got you two. Now what does that mean? What are we going to do? Let's get everyone locked in a group. We'll charge them into the enemy, and then I'll peel off all of the skink javelins. So they can start shooting at things like the animated hulks and the deck droppers and the like. And then we'll bring these guys up later. I think that's probably wise to leave these guys in reserve a bit. I just don't want them shot down, they're too flimsy. But they will absolutely, like, swing things. Once they get in, they can start dropping bombs, throwing fire leech bowlers into, like, the big, you know, like, crammed up formations, you know, in the front line. They'll be zhuzhed up into very juicy targets with the fire leech bowlers. Their explosive damage. Okay, let's get you over here. I'll just move you here, actually. Just keep you in front. We also have our snakes. We can still use our snakes. I'm not going to use it now, they'll just walk out the way. Although they are very slow. So who knows? Who knows? So they do have... Is it just the one handgun as unit? Kind of looks like it, huh? Oh no, two. They got another one over there. So, fair enough. Fair enough. I was thinking before they get in range, I'll hit them with the snakes. I could also hit these guys with snakes, but I don't think it'll do anything. And let's go for the Saurus Spears. Okay, that's fine. They've killed one. I could buff their... Could buff their stats there. Their missile resist. Alright. Let's see if we can get them to panic, run away. Nope, they just ate snakes. And are still running. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's buff missile resist. You guys can continue to move up. But that's really nice. It's a lot of damage. Okay, let's just move you to here. You're going to be like way too quick for all this, aren't you? Probably. I mean, I did say I'd probably, you know, go for like the deck droppers and things. But as long as we're hitting something, we're getting into their back line quicker, and that's a good thing. Alright, start aiming for them, I suppose. Alright. You guys start chasing down these deck droppers. I think they'll do quite well here. I think they'll do quite well. Saurus Warriors are holding out nicely. Yeah, they're all doing well. I'll go over there. Alright, let's move you guys over here. And this is a little iffy. But I think just the numbers alone should swing things. And yeah, we can't really shoot at them. They'll be fine though. Hopefully a bunch of them will survive. Alright, come on. Animated Hulks, they don't have much armor, so all these javelins should work wonders here. Yeah, they're getting very damaged. I mean, so are we, annoyingly. But it is what it is. So that's going okay. Deck droppers have almost had it. Alright, you go keep Harkon busy. You actually go for that gunnery white if you can. I mean, I know you can. It's just, we'll see if you will. I will hit them. And they're nearly all dead. Some Saurus Warriors have taken some damage, but like, we're done here, you know? We are done here. Let's go bother them. Perfect. And yeah, using Pterodon riders in melee is a bit of a weird one, I know, but... Oh. Those animated hots actually survived. I mean, not completely. I just mean they survived the, you know, volleys of javelins. Yes, that's right. Thank you. So, I did have a lord somewhere. Oh, he's over here. He's over here, keeping busy. Oh, oi. Oi. Come here, you. Little swine. What's it you could live? Well, maybe you should go for them. We can back off. If I can. And yeah, that's going fine. You just charge him, eh? You just charge him, we'll be fine. I feel like we're just going to hit a bunch of our own guys. Alright, you can run off. We didn't even use the bombs. Didn't have to. So yeah, this went well. This went well. I am pleased. And yeah, he's starting to crumble. And Gunnery White has taken a bunch of damage. Nice. In fact, I think it was these guys all hitting him. Can you not blow up all of our boys? It's very mean. Oh, he's crumbling. He's disintegrating. There we go. And the lizards have it. Excellent. How you guys doing? A lot more bloody than you usually look, huh? Not right. Ludicrous amount of blood. If you saw like an army on the tabletop painted like this, you'd be like, "What is wrong with you people? Like, just paint the model. Cover it in blood." You loony. Have you disintegrated yet? Not yet. Go on. Finish him off. Go on. There we go. Close victory. Close-up victory. There he is. He's cool. I really like him. A little pistol and just, you know, vampire-y nonsense, piratey nonsense. It's a great combo. Excellent. We can mark sacrifice, because that's what we do. It's what we do around here. Excellent news. Love that. Defeated Luther Harkons. We get spell resistance and extra leadership when fighting at sea. That's kind of trash. I mean, the spell resistance is kind of nice for Gorm, but generally that's a bit of a weak thing for a bonus, isn't it? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. But anyway, stop harking on. Boop. Good. And another 50 sacrificial offerings. I'm not sure there were even 50. Okay, there were 50 enemies. I'm not sure sacrificing a zombie is really going to do much. But, you know, it's all good. Ooh, potion of healing. That's fun. Alright, do we start the voyage over to our enemies? I kind of want to go on the offensive now that I've done that damage, but, you know, is it that wise? Maybe not. Maybe, though. Maybe. I know, I changed my tune a lot. So, over here, this is really interesting, because if Hugrim wins this battle, we could help him get the Minor Bearded Skulls back. We could just park next to it and wait for him to attack it. Which I'm kind of fine with. I'm actually kind of fine with. As much as I thought I was just going to end up wiping these guys out, the fact that they are actually, like, keeping these Dark Elves busy and things, it is endearing me towards them. It really is. Let's get that so we can get some Skink Priests. Skink Chiefs, rather. Don't want Skink Chief over there. And we could get one now and have him move up. Oh, we only have room for one. And let me guess, that only unlocks recruitment, and it doesn't put up capacity at all. I really do hate that. When we get to tier 3, we'll put the capacity up, though. That's not so difficult. Yeah, we'll be able to do it in 7 turns. Which I guess isn't terrible. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I really do feel like all of the, like, lower tier, like, all the agent recruitment buildings, if they unlock recruitment, they should also put up capacity. I just feel that should be a thing. Because, you know, you could have a couple of... You could have them unlocked in a few places and still only be allowed one, and that seems really silly. Now, let's see. Do we? Do we do this? I really don't know. I don't know if we just let him keep sending things towards me. Let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at him. Where is he? There they are. They are also at war with Bordello. Bordello might just tear through them, honestly. Because they got, like, stuff here. With Harkon having left the area, I reckon he'll be able to come in and do some work. He might even own this, actually. I don't know who owns that, but it's not Harkon. Because Harkon owns the territory around it, so I don't know who that is. Which is interesting. God, there's so many Skaven factions. Though we are at war with literally all of them. If that's literally all of them, including all the minor factions and things, you know, there's not actually that many that are still ticking. Although, 5 major ones are still going. Wow, there's actually a lot of factions, huh? And a lot of Skaven. I mean, it was kind of a joke that they kept getting DLC, but, you know. Let's get ready to rumble. In the jungle. That'll do. No, we're not done yet. Let's get even more. We're going to spend a load of cash. Because I think Tehenhauin's going to earn a load more money elsewhere. Though, if we do go bankrupt, we're going to have to get rid of all this. Screw it. We're going home. Gorm's going to have to hang out for a bit. Okay, we need to at least stabilise our income before I commit to more expenses there. And I know we're paying for the upkeep on this, but also I don't have to unlock them again through sacrificial offerings and things if I want them back. So we're just going to sit on. Okay, we're going to sit on them and it'll be fine. Probably. Maybe. Perhaps. But yeah, we're going to deal with this. I know, I'm umming and ahhing it a lot, but it's an important decision to make. It's do we go conquer more stuff or become bankrupt? Oh. Dwarfs lost. Hello, Lord SOTEK. Military alliance. Yeah, sure. He might build an outpost in one of my settlements. We'll get a little boost. Yeah, a little boost to our garrisons. The mystical Slan mage priests have devised a new ritual to increase the speed and agility of your mighty swordless warriors on the battlefield. However, such advances always come at a price. Some of those who fall may rise corrupted, and the unliving are an abomination in the eyes of the old ones. That'll make everyone faster. And get extra charge bonus, but we will spread vampiric corruption. It's +1, which is basically nothing, and only for 6 turns, so... Yeah, I think that's it's a very iffy thing to do, for sure. But I think... I don't know, it's a funny one. Because, like, Tehenhauin is... He obviously takes extreme measures. But they're not necessarily extreme to him. They're, you know, extreme in, like, stopping evil and corruption within Lustria, right? So suddenly being like, oh, we'll do something extreme and spread vampiric corruption everywhere. Dunno, it's a tough one. There's certainly nuance. There's nuance to be had here. I think we're going to do it. Because, whatever, I get a bonus. You know? All the sacrifices that he's making, I can only assume there would be some degree of, you know, latent, like, necromantic magic, you know, starting to fester in certain places in Lustria, given all the death. So that, you know, maybe that's a thing. Sure, why not? Oshel, we can upgrade. That will mean bankruptcy. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't. I definitely didn't want to delay on building here. I really didn't. Over here, though, in the Sentinel of Time, we could go ahead and build a skink favela. That would be pretty neat. We can't quite reach this, which is disappointing. I was really hoping we could reach that this turn. Because I think what'll happen I don't think he'll be able to reach Thrice Cursed Peak this turn. I doubt he'd survive even if he could. He will squigs. I love it. Explosive squigs. Oh boy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the Minor Bearded Skulls and gift it back to the dwarves. Leave them stranded between these two armies, and then we're going to wander off and destroy everything else. God, I do love all the little set dressing. I mean, how cool is this? So cool. Love it. Anyway, let's hang out, I guess. I mean, I should upgrade these things too. But growth is pretty good at the moment. So I don't know if I do need to upgrade all this. Maybe we demolish that. That'll earn us a little bit of cash for demolishing it. I know we're going to lose 30 growth there, but we have higher growth on this building, right? Oh, you know, I would kind of like to keep it. I just think we get rid of that and get an income building. But I think we can sell Minor Bearded Skulls to the dwarves for a pretty penny. I think it'll keep us going a little while. I can't afford to build that. Sorry, mate. Can't build an outpost. Can't do it. And I can't build. I can't. I can't afford it. Hello, Rakarth. Did you want peace? Haha. Don't make me laugh. If that's something I can indeed do as a lizard. Not 100% on that. That was a second army.
This will fail.
Oh crap, they're like in my territory now. Oh dear.
My visions predict.
Well, that was a shame. If I'd got there one turn sooner, I could have spared them. Oh. That's so sad. We'll get a Blessed Stegadon if we kill 500 enemies in battle though. And honestly, kind of impossible not to. Although actually, I just realised we do have that thing what I have. That mod installed. Yeah, that's fine. No need to fight that. So we can liberate them. And at this point, I'm quite tempted to. Because like I said, I warmed to them as a result of the, you know, the sort of these shared enemies. If I do liberate them though, they won't be at war with the Dark Elves anymore. Which would be kind of annoying. But they should really like me and I might be able to get a trade deal with them. And if I take over the other settlement, I can still sell it to them. So I can earn some money out of them that way. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, how are you allied with me? In what way? Okay, military alliance. You can never be sure. You can never be entirely sure. Because, sometimes it doesn't do that. Sometimes it vassalizes them. The mod is a little inconsistent. Which is fine. But there we go. Got a Blessed Stegadon. That's awesome. That's really cool. So we're going to keep chasing them, annoyingly. And over here, am I going to have to, like, set up an ambush or something? Ooh, that could increase our cash a little bit. We do have more money, and I don't know why. Oh, I guess the favelas finished building. Must be it. How long would it take to get down here? Like, weeks. Do I just accept the attrition, or is there a way that I can not have attrition? I mean, I can just move to here, and that would do it. That's a bit disappointing. I could also ambush, but these guys have no interest in going back this way to Dahl and Drakebeard. So maybe I just do that. How disappointing. I'm a little worried about the Sentinel of Time. I go for 200 to 300. So it'll take 10 turns for it to pay for itself. Will it last 10 turns? Well, it'll be 12 turns before it pays for itself. It takes a couple to build. So I worry about this character. I mean, they've only got 17. They don't have a full stack. They've probably taken some damage, so I think they might loiter for a little while. But yeah, we'll see, I guess. Could put up growth or control for all my provinces. That's nice. Kind of want to do that now. But, unless we get a bit of extra cash in, I don't know if we'll be able to take advantage of that. We've got 4 turns on the clock. But yeah, I think this is fine. This is fine. We'll make it work. Oh good, they attacked. I say oh good. This is actually quite scary, isn't it? This isn't perfect. What I could do though, which would be very funny, because I don't think they'll... Oh, hang on, wait. That's missing a couple. So that's a different army. That army must have come in from behind us somehow. Because I don't think that's Marisha's or whatever her name was. I don't think that's Marisha's army. The one that was in the other dwarf province. Oh, although he can recruit instantly, can't he? He can just recruit these from a pool. So he might have replaced that army. Because he's the reinforcement, so he would have ran at us and then this would have instigated the fight. If that's the case, I think I can retreat. They won't be able to catch up. They won't want to instigate the fight. And then I can attack whichever one is nearest next turn, having gotten a turn of replenishment. Either way, I don't think there's any problem retreating. I'm just very worried about if... Well, he's the one that instigated, so I should retreat, like, through Makarth rather than through... If Makarth is behind me, I'm retreating from there. I don't want to be in a position where Tehenhauin randomly runs towards the other dwarf settlement that's, you know, currently a Dark Elf one, and then Marisha, or whoever her name is, that army shows up. But I do think this is that army. I think he just replaced her in the army, I think. Yeah, certainly looks like it. So yeah, we can now replenish, return, then attack him. And I reckon Ricard will want a straight up fight. I think he'll probably give in to that, in which case we can just attack Pockledaka afterwards. Because they can't run anywhere. He might retreat and then we'll fight both, but that's fine. Oh my god, he's in March stance too, so we can't even retreat. So they both could be exhausted. Excellent news. And I guess you could run over here and take that for me. Because I doubt they'll be here for a little while. I have a couple of turns, I think. Probably. But yeah, Kayaks is going to have some dwarfs in it. That's kind of fun. I quite like that. Okay, so this should earn me a bunch of cash. Let's attack Rakarth, who is suffering attrition and is exhausted. So we fought him once before. And this is going to be so much easier, because they're all going to be tired. And he doesn't even have, like, a Hydra anymore. When he gets he's got his Manticore, and he's on a Manticore. And... But yeah, this doesn't feel much of a threat to me. Though he is a legendary lord. You know what, I'm going to fight him, and we'll auto-resolve the next one. Alright. Oh, of course. Of course they get the benefit of terrain. Although, they don't have huge range. These guys actually do help equalize things, I think. They do make it easier to fight against Dark Elves. You know, as I was saying the other episode, whenever that was. You know, Dark Elves are generally very good against Lizardmen, because they don't have to worry about their short range as much. Because Lizardmen don't have very good range. But actually, Razordons do help slightly in that situation. God, is this the plan? Am I just going to charge them in? Yeah, sure. That's not a lot to do. Stop that. Thank you! Alright, you start attacking that way. You guys run right in. Yep, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Nice. He's a little bit busy. Shots hit them. You guys chase them the hell down. Perfect. You keep shooting him. You shoot at them. You guys seem to have it all in hand, honestly. You can deal with them, actually. Deal with them. Deal with them. Perfect. There's some very injured chameleon skinks back here. Alright, unleash the snakes. Alright, we are absolutely annihilating him. We're keeping them busy. Yeah. Keeping all them busy. Alright, I guess we're going for them. Alright, start chasing these guys. Good lads. Croxigals are coming in this way. Got bored of what was over here, I suppose. And there goes Rakar. And, yeah, that's that. Good. Perfect. And he was in March stance, so they're all dead. Decisive victory. Okay. Not a huge amount of replenishment, but plenty, apparently. All the bonuses will be absolutely fine. I love that those bonuses seem to apply to any time you would get like replenishment. Because, you know, 2% gave us like 50% replenishment because of all the bonuses we got. Like, it's kind of absurd. And yeah. Oh, I mean, there was a mammoth and a hydra, but yeah, it's not worth fighting. Okay, perfect. And then do I want you to come over here and handle that? I could do it pretty simply with Tehenhauin, but it would be safer to use Tehenhauin leave Gorm here. It would be safer. But yeah, we got a few extra turns out there. Got a few extra turns. Great to see it. So, Prophecy of Eradication will just make Tehenhauin much more fighty. And we're 5 levels away still from the ancient Stegodon engine of the gods. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Alright, now token. Woundmaker for you, please. Good. All you can do is channel it. Which I guess I'll do because I can. Or will I? We'll just start moving. So some attrition. It's fine. It's fine, it's just a bit of attrition. So, Chansak now has more scope for upgrading. That would give me access to technologies. So that's not a bad idea. That would also do it. Yeah, that's also not a bad idea. That unlocks the middle ones. And then everything else I can't max out, so it'd be a bit of a waste. Although, you know, I could get horned ones here. Though horned ones don't actually have skinks on them where they're supposed to, so actually, I sort of don't want to do that. I mean, it would be wise just to go ahead and get skink lookouts. But there's nothing down here. So I think I might get a stone marker. Yeah, I think I will. I think I get a stone marker. We'll unlock some technology that way. And let's upgrade growth again. And let's get spawn pools. Oh, actually, I'm spending all my money. Oh dear. That would put up capacity for my skink chiefs. But then leave me with only like 3 turns. But then if we take that over, we might want to sell it back for quite a lot. I'll leave it for now. Same with this. And the outposts. We're not going to do that either. Moving on. And apparently it's for the best that I didn't run off, because we have to deal with them in a minute. Oh, I don't like the deck gunners. A lot more bombers too. The copper landing, huh? Got some ravens here, huh? Chen! A single word, shredding sanity wherever it is spoken. They say a large black bird was the first to utter it, and now all who hear it soon say nothing else, laughing hysterically as they bark into the ears of those around them. Chen! 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 It's obviously you know, in reference to it was Poe, right? Edgar Allan Poe, the Raven. SOTEK, I think. This is cool. This I like. I want a Kroak. I want a Lord Kroak. You get out of here. Loot and occupy, even though it's completely pointless. I mean, it gives us the sacrifices. And I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna sell thrice cursed. I mean, it's in bad nick, but I'm still going to sell it. So, after a considerable amount of searching high and low, right across Lustria, Lord Kroak, Skinks Lord Kroak's skink scouts finally locate the overgrown temple tomb in which the ancient relic priest is meditating, as ever, upon the fine details of the great plan. However, in their haste, it would appear that the scouts were somewhat careless, as they had been followed to Kroak's location by a force of those insidious ratmen, the Skaven, which might... Yep, that'll tick off that box. We'll get the third battle against the Skaven for doing this. That's amazing. They plan to destroy him once and for all by incinerating his physical remains that anchor him to the world. This must not come to pass. Defend Kroak from harm whilst his priests awaken him. I mean, all of the, all of the lizardmen, are just, the whole faction is so full of, like, dumb puns. Lord Kroak, the most revered of all the Slan, he's called Kroak, and he's dead, and a frog. It's so stupid. He has croaked. He is a frog that has croaked. He is Lord Kroak. So yeah, it's just real dumb. But I love him, and I love the fact that Warhammer is silly like this. So often, like, people need to be reminded it's very silly, actually. So yeah, really cool, really cool. But yeah, he's dead, but he's like so strong-willed that he is willing his spirit to remain with his corpse to continue to cast devastating spells. But he spends a lot of time asleep. Spends a lot of time resting, and I don't know. I feel like he has the most knowledge because I think he was a first spawning. I think he was like a first generation Slan. He might have been a second one though, because I'm pretty sure there are no living Slan who remember the old ones. I'm pretty sure. But he might be an exception, sort of, because technically he's not living. But anyway, let's see. Oh, the Amazon Barbs, some Razordons, and the Pokapak cohort, Cold One Spear Riders. The Cold Ones upon which they ride instinctively recognise the same cold-blooded cunning within the hearts of those consummate warriors. Sure do. Right, Tehenhauin, my boy. Let's get you more fighty, shall we? More Blade Master. Your melee attack is going to drop so much when we put you on the Ancient Stegodon. And your speed and your melee defense. But, he's going to get a lot of other things way up, so... But, yeah, I think an extra 12 melee attack is going to benefit him quite a lot. Just a hunch. Token. He will get a Carnosaur one day. Rank 18. We're only 4 turns off him getting that, which is really good. Got the mounts for lizardman units are amazing. Because, funnily enough, they're all dinosaurs, so they're really good. Also, this is really good. Our predicted income isn't bad. So because of this, is everything in 43? It must just be from, like, the favelas getting upgraded and stuff. And I guess we are upgrading our main settlement buildings, too. Like, all over the place. So, yeah, it would track. Let's get Super 2 upgraded, and I'm going to upgrade the growth building. We still have a few turns. Kind of. Let's see. You there, trade settlement. Rice-Cursed Peak. He will give us a trade agreement, which is nice, and 2 grand. That's not huge, but I'll take it. The trade agreement gets us a bit of extra cash, too. Right, you need to start heading over this way. God, look how long that's going to take. It'll be fine. So, Gorm versus Ellie Butler. We have to wait for them to catch up. I am worried they are going to bring 2 stacks at some point, but if they do bring 2 stacks, I doubt they're going to keep us under siege for very long. I think they'll just attack us. A Blessed Stegodon here would be great. It would also be great over here too. I'm very tempted to swap out like some of the Skinks or something for something a bit more impressive. Oh yeah, of course we can't recruit anything because there's no territory anymore. Yeah, maybe we should swap out something here for an Ancient Stegodon. And then do the battle for Kroak. If I remember rightly, that battle for Kroak is actually pretty crazy. Like, you have to fight, like, multiple waves of Skaven. And they're really quite dangerous. But I think you also get the benefit of eventually like a whole stack of Temple Guard gets summoned or something to help you out, which is pretty wild. And normally when I've played it, I've kind of wrapped up everything before the Temple Guard even, you know, get to even see a Skaven. I've wiped them all out, so it's, you know, should be okay. But I don't think it'll be the easiest thing in the world. I'll need to remember that battle, because where is it? Over here. So yeah, we need to remember that's a thing. Because I will definitely forget. I'm always forgetting quest battles. But yeah, I think we might want to get a Stegodon. And maybe swap out some of these skink cohorts for more chameleon stalkers or something. You know, just really, really make the effort. What else can we get? I mean, there's that unique skink chief. We can almost afford him. We only need 5 more. I might get that unique skink chief. I don't know if he'll count towards our skink chief allowances, but that'd be pretty good. Blessed Temple Guard would be fun too, of course. Blessed Croxigors would be good as well. Having a few of them. Yeah, there's some good stuff. And we can also afford the global recruitment thing, so I could actually try and get a pile of stuff in a single turn, but they'll probably attack before then, and then that'll wear off, and then... Well, it won't wear off, because that lasts for 10 turns, so it'll still be fine. I don't know. I'm rambling. I don't want to build that. Do want to get more technology. We can get the Tablet of Crafts. Construction cost down, and construction time down for resource-producing building. That's really nice. Income from industry, 5%. So, like, some little bonuses. Nothing major. We definitely need to unlock more of the technology tree as we go. Right, let's see about that. So one more turn and we'll unlock some more stuff from there. I think that's it, though. God, it takes so long to build. Construction time -1 for all buildings would be pretty good, wouldn't it? Do we want to do that? And is it retroactive? Will I need to cancel the building and then do it again? Maybe, maybe not. I feel like it's worth trying. I'm going to give it a go. That will put our income down a little bit, but I'm sure we'll live. Alright, he's come to babysit this place now. So I guess you're not still at war. No, he's not still at war with anyone. Must be nice. Must be nice. So this guy is now raiding, which is a bit sad. They're looking at their army. It's largely handgunners. God, just terrible news for our Pterodon riders. But great in a siege. Not great for our happiness though, which is a bit sad. Alright, so that's active now. And that's still 5 turns. So it's not retroactive. Which really kind of feels a bit crap, to be honest. It means you really just keep that on all the time. Or it doesn't really benefit you much. We could up the weapon strength of our armies, but I think we just go more growth and income. Keep it simple. We always need growth. Except when we don't. Except when we don't, in which case we'll stop.
For the wisdom of Valaya.
Yep. That's right. I showed the wisdom of Valaya in saying that. Right, okay, we're done. This is it for the episode. I think we're making great progress. There's, you know, lots of baddies on our doorsteps, but they're just gathering sacrifices for us as far as I'm concerned. We're doing a lot of damage to the Dark Elves. We've undone a lot of their hard work. We've got a new best friend, you know, Hugrim Iron Balls or something. I can't remember what his name is, but Huggy Jim, we call him, as of right now. We've always called him that, as of just now. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.